Henry Galley, coming at you from my beloved benefactor's safety and sanctuary. At the time of this recording, it is Sunday, January 14th, 2024. And at the time of this recording, guess what? Still, there has been no ethical judicial that has decided to take matters into their own little paws and dispatch somebody to me to bridge the ambiguity with some truths, some honesty, and some facts in my case. But, it's like this. They depend on the sniveling and groveling of others to keep their little sideshow of child molestation going on. They depend on the sniveling and groveling of others to keep the low-down sacrifice circuit on the go, to keep the low-down loosing of their targeting of the individuals, because they get a little something from their grubby little paws. What would be interesting is that if every judicial that held Congress office and everything in between, if everybody was spot checked with the revenue they have at this moment, could they be accountable for their means to substantiate their actual worth right now? It's very curious. But at any rate, so I'm sitting here contemplating, as I always do, about this satanic sacrifice circuit we have going on, otherwise known as targeting of the individual. The beauty of it being as diabolical as it is, you kind of wonder, well, how does this work? Well, I tell you how it works. Its sole crux is this is what they expect from everybody, a complete lack of integrity. I mean, if you have integrity, number one, you could get duped into it, and then you're like wondering what the fuck is going on here, and then you might get out of it, and then perhaps even one of the others. But at the end of the day, they are prime candidates to deploy all of this targeting of the individual is one who has no measure of integrity. The tolerance for integrity, the better the candidate is for running the sacrifice circuit of all of the Sodom and Gomorrah bullshit. So, this is what I find completely, fascinating. I mean, fascinating is you have a whole slandering circuit based on nothing more than conjecture and maybe pieces of somebody's past, right? All in the honor of, I'm really concerned about this person, so let's just run them into the ground because I really don't think they're fit for society. Okay, it's like I know one of the biggest chunks of gossip. Number one, if somebody's pitching gossip to you, that says more about their psychological and sociological profile to be, dishing the dirt on somebody, because if this person was upright, number one, they wouldn't be dishing the dirt on anybody. And then number two, that's because their life is so fucking boring that they need to dish the dirt on somebody to have a sense of false bravado. And then all the fucking village idiots are like groveling for it. What? Give us a reason to hate this person. Give us a reason to satanically sacrifice this person. Give us a reason to village mob this person. Give us a reason to lynch this person. We don't care if it's true. Just fill our heads with some groveling so we know we're like entitled with self-indignation for coming sideways at somebody we never even had a conversation with, because the Gestapo here says never talk to the person. The Gestapo here says never get the other side of things. The Gestapo's number one religious commandment is thou shalt stonewall your targeted individual at all costs. Never tell them why they're being targeted. Never give them an inch to defend themselves. Because if you do, off with your head, right? That's pretty much what you guys are doing. You guys are like cynical fucking bastards, man. I mean, case in point, me. Okay. Anybody who's ever been approached about me to garner information, to report back to somebody, you just enabled the Gestapo to do their diabolical footwork. They made you the flying monkey. They tooled your ass, bitch. And then, God forbid, you were compensated for that. Because if you'd even taken payment for that, that made you a fucking hands-on executioner in your goddamn Auschwitz 2.0, bitch. That made you part of the concentration camp. That made you part of the concentration camp. And if you pride yourself on, saying I'm a Christian, well then what kind of Christian would propagate gossip? Hello? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's from an institution or not. At the end of the day, shouldn't that institution had a one-on-one conversation with the person? Because in this country, we are innocent until proven guilty. And if you have decided that you were just so well endowed with such information to take a stand against somebody or even for somebody, did you have a conversation with the person themselves?
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the